Want nurses to go and pick blueberries on the weekend as a part of a clinical ladder project? You want nurses with all their 5011 degrees and letters after their name to go and harvest blueberries for free under the guise of it can help them with their clinical ladder advancement project? No. Baby, no. No. If you are short farmers, let's think of why. And do you really think that we have extra nurses in the hospital that are gonna just have time to go pick some damn blueberries? Like, y'all didn't think this through. Y'all really did not think this through. If you have not seen the sign going around the hospital that nurses can go and harvest 20,000 blueberries on the weekend, go check it out and tap in and let me, I can't even talk because I'm just so worked up. Nurses ain't picking no damn blueberries.
Multiple farms in Texas just shut down overnight. Why? Because ICE raids made nearly 100% of the workforce completely vanish. People ran, got detained, or flat out got scared to death and never came back. Dairy farms are in panic mode right now. Cows got to be milked every 8 hours. And guess what? Nobody's showing up to milk these folks. This isn't some Texas problem either. This is happening across the entire nation. ICE isn't just out here enforcing some bullshit laws. They are actively crippling our food systems with fear and chaos. You want to talk about consequences? This ain't just about politics anymore, y'all. It's about what's on your table, what's in your fridge, or what's about to be missing from your store. These Nimrods aren't saving America. They're starving it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Now, white farmers in Texas and Nebraska are now calling on the black community and even black nurses to come help them to work their farms. So you can see right now the white farmers both in Nebraska and Texas, they are now calling black community, black nurses to come and help them to work in their farms. Facing a growing labor shortage, they are suddenly wondering why the black community is so silent. Now, black people, they have been so silent to what is happening to the white farmers. Now, majority of the white farmers, they are now going losses because there is no one who is coming to help them to work in their farms. We remember these white farmers, they're the one who voted against their own interest. These people, they voted so that illegal immigrant can be deported back to their country. And also black people, they voted so that black people can be punished with the policy that this government was coming in with. But we have seen that one, it is also turning around. They are also them that are being punished with the same policies that they went ahead and voted against their own interests. So now here are the twist. Instead of self-reflection, they are trying to gaslight us, making it sound like it is our moral duty to show up and save their farms. Now, these white farmers, they are now calling black people and they are gaslighting so that these people black people, they can see it is like their duty to go and help them work in their farms. But what do you think, guys? Is it the right way? Is it right now necessary for black people to decide to go and help these white farmers in their farms, and they're the ones who are voting against their own interest? You can share your thoughts on the comment section, and also I want you to watch this compilation of video from white farmers that are coming out. They're really crying. No one is coming to help them in their farms. I want you to watch this compilation of video, then I'll be back with more comment. I'm your host, Dash Lifestyle. Kindly remember to give a video a thumbs up.
What up, black folks? Blueberries. We need help picking blueberries. Man, y'all hear about this? A hospital in Philadelphia posted a flyer asking nurses to pick blueberries on their free time on the weekends for free. Gonna help them get a promotion or a ladder or some shit, I guess in nurses terminology, a step up to go out on the weekend and pick blueberries. You heard that dumb shit? These people that went to college for no telling how many hours or years or whatever to attain that degree And these monkey got the nerve to put up a flyer asking them on their free time to go pick blueberries. And we know what it's about. Immigration. Them motherfuckers ain't got nobody to pick them blueberries. And they gonna die in the fields. Cause black folks ain't picking shit ever again. Ancestors won't allow it. So yeah, man, and them nurses ain't going out. I don't even believe they had the gumption or the gall to even post that shit in a hospital, asking nurses to pick blueberries on their free time on the weekends. Woo! Yeah, y'all, this the bullshit we dealing with, man. We got a idiot running the most powerful nation, supposedly, in the world. And we got a bunch of dumb motherfuckers surrounding him. And then we got another bunch of dumb motherfuckers out here in America that can't read or do any critical thinking, you know, that keeps putting this dumb motherfucker, him and his ilk back in office. But yeah, back to them damn strawberries or blueberries. Them motherfuckers will be dead on the vine before a nurse goes out there and pick them. You can believe that shit.
We're here. We are here at the FAFO stage. This is really bad. And if you appreciate my content, please engage with this video. I'm just going to read this to you. Multiple Texas farms shut down after almost 100% of workforce vanishes overnight. In a stunningly swift overnight change, some Texas farm operations had to shut down after losing virtually all of their workforce, an exodus triggered by the increase in immigration raids and increased enforcement. The ripple effects of these raids are the gift that keeps on giving and will be felt nationwide. Unpicked crops are now left unharvested. Livestock were left untended, and rural economies are on edge. The story isn't just a tale of woe for Texas farms. It's a warning for American agribusiness, food prices, and communities that keep food on our plates. I need you to share this with every Republican you know. And you don't even need to wait for their response. They just need to know what's happening. And this is part of my line of work. I deal with commercial farmers, including these small farmers, as clients. And I cannot tell you how this is the beginning of the complete collapse of our economy under this Project 2025 administration that doesn't know what they're doing. You talk about the immediate shuttering of farms, because this is actually what's happening with the food, with the harvests that are lying there completely rotting. That is a loss of food to local food distributors, local grocery stores, local restaurants, hospitals. They sell their harvests, all sorts of vegetables, to businesses within the state of Texas. This is where you can go into your local grocery store, and now you're going to see hardly any vegetables or fruit, depending on what they're growing, or a shortage of meat. This is what's going to happen. Now, all of the other industries that support farming, you've got local pesticide, herbicide, fertilizer suppliers that are just, their sales are going to plummet. These farmers aren't going to be purchasing that. You've got H-2A workers who are now gone, migrant workers who are now gone. They were paying taxes. Even if they didn't have social security numbers, they were given tax numbers, tax ID numbers. So now you got millions of dollars just poof, gone overnight from these Texas communities. You've got trucking companies that are hired to haul the produce from the farms to the packaging plants. You've got packaging plants who wash the vegetables, grade the vegetables, pack the vegetables, whose sales are going to plummet. Now you're going to have other industries who don't employ either migrant workers or H-2A workers who are going to have layoffs. This is all under Republican leadership, not just from the White House, but from the Republicans that were elected in the state of Texas. And if you think this is going to stop at Texas, you've got another thing coming. And you want to know which farms are going to be impacted further down the road? They're going to be safe for now. There's a small percentage of farmers who are actually Democrats, and they understand how important it is to protect their employees, take care of their employees. Those employees who feel safe will keep showing up for work because they know the owners have their backs, which says something about these other farms where the employees are like, I'm too scared to show up. Let me add this final thing. This is going to impact farmers. They're at risk of going out of business. Who's going to jump in? The federal government, to compensate them with our tax dollars. So now our tax dollars is going to be used to cover the bullshit leadership of this administration on top of the overwhelming increasing tax dollars being used by this administration to scare, to deport, to imprison people with brown skin. Like our tax dollars.
I read this article and it says that they got hate after D.L. Hughley posted, which is after I posted it. I got that flyer from a friend who pulled it from the center where she works, exactly like that. I checked the QR code and it works. It does not name the farm until you actually sign up, and in order to sign up you have to put your name and all that good stuff, and I did not do that. So I didn't even know the name of the farm because the link still works. It takes you to this. It says it's active mellow work, and this is what it gives the description. This is what it says. The vibe is physical, outdoors, busy. And in location, it just gives that, and it says sign up to see exact location. This is all the information I had. So I never named a farm, and the QR code on that flyer that I blacked out, as far as I saw, didn't name a farm. But as you can see, the circle top, I'm trying to block out the address because I don't want them to get, people signing up to not show up. But it goes through fulfill, which is exactly what the flyer says it's going to do. So how the person in this article got hate, if they got it, it didn't come from me, and it didn't come from the flyer that I posted unless somebody found an unscrambled QR code and then signed up and then found the location. But I'm not doing that. I thought it was ridiculous that was posted as a clinical ladder opportunity through Fulfill. And somebody else in another comment section mentioned that the head of Fulfill is head of the Republican Party somehow in that state. So that part makes sense. And that probably had a tie to the hospital, if I was to guess, at how all of that ended up at a facility. But the person told me exactly what facility it's in and what hospital system. And they asked me to black it out because they had been vocal at their place of work about how ridiculous it was. And again, this is somebody I know in real life. So whatever hate this got through to that farm, I never pointed to it. I couldn't even tell you if it is correct because I didn't get any further than just making sure the QR code went to Fulfill, went to that. And like I said, I blacked it out so that they wouldn't have people signing up not to be there. Like, I blacked it out to prevent exactly that from happening. So I don't know. Like, I don't know how somehow it got to that farm. Now, I didn't expect my video to go very far because my videos don't go far. The last thing I expected is D.L. Hughley to post it on Instagram because somebody said they saw me on Instagram, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not on Instagram anymore. And once it gets there, Lord only freaking knows. But I tried. I blacked out the code, and I wouldn't have shared it if I didn't know exactly where it came from. But if the entire flyer was fake, I'll say that, then why does the QR code go to Fulfill, which is who the clinical ladder says that it's with? Why would it do that? Why would somebody create a fake flyer, post it all around the hospital for people to find it, get outraged with a link that functions, a link to sign up, and a link through the organization that says it goes through the organization that the clinical ladder is through. And if it wasn't something the hospital supported, don't you think somebody in admin walking around the hallways would have looked and said, what is this, and pulled them down, or sent an email saying that this was sent, we don't know where this came from? Like, don't you think that would have happened? So, I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, the flyer that I received and that I posted checks out. Everything is consistent. The flyer says picking blueberries through Fulfill. You scan the QR code, it gives you blueberry pickings through Fulfill. It tells you how to sign up. It has times available, and it gives you the location once you sign up. How much more legit can you get? That's what you would do if you saw it in the hospital, right? And notice in that I linked to where it showed to, it didn't say, it just said you're filling them, putting them in boxes, and putting them on the back of a truck. It says they're going to be donated, but that's a trust me, bro. Truly, it's a trust me, bro. And I don't trust anybody nowadays. So anyway, I just wanted to clear all of that up, because I don't know how much more due diligence, I don't know what red flags that I would have seen. That all seemed, the flyer is legit. It may not be that particular farm. I don't know if it is. But the flyer is legit as far as I'm concerned. The link still works.
To do is be free labor, because the orange orangutan man, it's not happening. I'll die on that hill. You can't make me. Hell, I can't even make me do half the shit I'm supposed to do, and I'm in my own body. Look around and find out. You, sir, made a whole lot more people more sick, and you're gonna try and get free labor out of the people that are gonna attempt to keep the people alive when you're trying to actively kill them. Are you outside of your mind? Why don't you take that on down to your golf club and have the rich good old boys go pick some blueberries? I really feel that's good. That's reparations. That would be reparations for the enslaving of an entire race picking cotton. Go pick some blueberries, rich white boys. This is a perfect time for you to have a little bit of karma coming back to get you. Anyway, I gotta drive. It's raining. I'm pissed. Wait, time out. Before I piss off the people that I love, just let me just say, I am not the keeper of reparations. I think that'd be a cool reparation, but I'm just a white chick. I don't own the reparations. I think, but you know, like, if that's something that you'd be into for reparations, I would support that. Just round all the rich white guys up and make them go do manual labor. I will support you in that. I support you in whatever reparations you want. Honestly, that was just an idea, but it ain't my reparations. I just want to put that out there. Don't come for me in those comments. Please don't stitch that shit. Context is everything. And I think, generally speaking, all of us really hate white rich guys right now. They're like literally the worst part of America is a rich white man. I'm sure some MAGA is gonna say something about that shit. Ask me if I care. I don't. No, don't ask me how we got from blueberries to reparations to hating rich white people. I don't fucking know. This brain is no longer medicated with ADHD medicine because I don't want to sell my soul to the corporate devil and corporate healthcare anymore. I'm a PRM princess. I don't get health insurance, and I'm certainly not going to do it for blueberries. See?
A hospital in Jersey put up a flyer asking for nurses to volunteer their time on the weekend to pick and harvest blueberries. They gotta be smoking the finest dope or something. I don't know. I just left my big sister's page because she was talking about this, and she's also a nurse practitioner. So I'm just gonna echo and just add some other stuff onto what she said. It wasn't enough that we had to work real hard to get a nursing degree. It's not enough that we bust our behinds working and taking care of patients, not getting adequate breaks, burnout, stress. Some of us have a lot of anxiety, depression because COVID and everything else. You asked me to volunteer my time on the weekend to pick and harvest blueberries as some advancement for a clinical ladder project? Y'all need to go and just find something else better to do and find somebody else to play with, because nurses is not the ones. And I don't even know why anybody would think that this was okay to post or put up a flyer in a hospital and do. Like, get somebody else to do it.
A friend sent me this. You're not going to believe this. this great clinical ladder opportunity. Great clinical ladder opportunity. You ready? You ready? Because I think this ladder only goes down. Volunteers needed for blueberry harvesting. For weekday mornings in July, sign up there for a great clinical ladder improvement opportunity. And it says it's blueberry season and we need help. Join us for this meaningful volunteer opportunity throughout July as we harvest blueberries to give to our neighbors facing hunger. You will be helping to save a bumper crop of blueberries from going to waste. There are up to 20,000 pounds of blueberries that they need. Shifts available all month long as a clinical ladder opportunity to harvest blueberries. This was posted at a hospital. Where is this clinical ladder? Where does this fall on the nursing clinical ladder? Where does this fall under any clinical ladder? Is this part of the 36 million able-bodied Americans on Medicaid that are going to be doing this? Was this for those patients that are in the hospital to harvest blueberries? So they want you to work at the hospital, work your shifts, probably overtime after they harvest you, and go harvest blueberries as a clinical ladder opportunity. Where do you turn that into HR? And how many bushels of blueberries that you harvest move you up the clinical ladder? How? Please say psych right now. I didn't know the person that actually sent this to me. I would not believe it. At their request, I took off the QR code so it wouldn't be targeted. But that's it. Blueberry harvesting is now a clinical ladder opportunity because they have a bumper crop, so they're going to recruit healthcare workers to do it. I'm speechless. I didn't think that it could get worse, but it got worser. It got worser. What? Who? Chime in. I want to hear from nurses. Chime in on this.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how the white farmers, they are really going bankrupt, and also their crops in the farm, it is rotten because there is no one who is coming to help them to work in their farm. So right now they are calling black nurses and black community to come and help them to remove the blueberries in their farms. But for me, these people, they are now calling black people and they are gaslighting so that they can make black people to know that it is their duty to go and work in their farms, but that it is not right now black people duties. When black people, they came out and told you guys not to vote in for this new administration, you didn't listen to black people. So right now, you voted so that immigrant people can be deported back to their country, and you guys will know very well that immigrant people, they're the ones who are helping you guys in your farms. So you voted so that these people can be deported, so that you can so that black people can come and work in your farms. But right now, the things that you should know that black people, they are not taking that kind of jobs right now. Black people, they have better jobs right now to do. And also, we have seen how black farmers, they are really doing very good. Have you seen black farmers coming out and crying? Coming out and complaining? No, black farmers, they are not complaining because these people, they knew what it is coming, and they had to plan what to do before you guys coming out and putting your orange man in power. So right now, you are the ones who are really affecting, and you are now trying to force black people to come and help you to work in your farms because you are going losses, the crops are rotten. No, that is your own problem, you created it. So kindly guys, I want you to read some of the comment from our fellow black people. They have come out and react towards today's in this video. And also guys, you can also share your video in the comment section. Tell me, what do you think about now white farmers, Nebraska, Texas farmer coming out and calling black people to help them in their farms, and they are the ones who brought all this problem themselves. So there is a comment here: black farmers are doing good because they wasn't getting government welfare benefits. Kudos to the black farmers. Yeah, so black farmers right now, they are doing very good because they wasn't getting government welfare benefit. You can see the black farmer, they were never getting benefit from the government. The farmers who are getting the benefit from the government, right, they were white farmers. So white farmers, they thought that will continue to get more benefits from the government with this new administration. And also there is a comment here from one of you guys. He has come out and wrote, they need to ask their MAGA voters to go pick blueberries. Yeah, for me, what I can tell them is also, these people, the MAGA people, they need to go and help their fellow MAGA farmers, because they're the ones who voted for all this. They were the ones who voted so that black people can be punished, so that immigrant people can kicked out of their country, without knowing that these immigrant people are the ones who are helping their white farmers. So this one now is saying that the white farmers, they need to call MAGA voters to go and help them to pick blueberries in their farm. And that it is right, guys. They better get their family member to pick the blueberries and strawberry. Wow. They better get their family also to pick the blueberries and strawberry. Yeah, that one for sure. It needs to be like that. These people, they need to also get their families to pick that, because they're the ones who really voted for this new administration. Now, who's still showing they have always been lazy? They never did their own work ever. So this is now to prove that MAGA people, they are lazy, because these people, they were depending so much with immigrant people, with black people. Right now, majority of immigrant people, they are not showing up in their farms. Why are they not going to work in their farms alone? Because these people, they can't. These people, they are lazy. And I've been telling you that the people who build America, it is not the white people. It is the black people. The sweat of the black people, it is the one, because of the sweat of black people, now we are having America. Black people, they really built America, not white people. White people, they were the slave masters. They are the ones who forcing black people to build or to work in that country. So black people, kudos to you. Although you went into forced slavery, you went through a lot of things, but because of your hard work and sweat, you build America. And this is now, it is coming to reality. The world, they are now knowing that white people, they are lazy. Even they can't even work in their farms. So there's a message here. I want my nurse well rested. Keep your blueberries. I want my nurses well rested. Keep your blueberries. Now, yeah, that it is. I believe that it is a strong message. So you need to leave the black nurses to rest. You guys go and keep your blueberries. It's either you keep them to rotten in the farms, or you call your family to go and your family to go and pick the blueberries, or even you need to call the MAGA voters to come and pick. We told MAGA voters this will happen. This is on them and no one else. Yeah. So majority of black people, they warn MAGA voters this will happen. But these people, they didn't listen. They saw that black people, they want to elect their black leaders, and they ignore whatever black people they were telling them. I am a nurse in the UK, and I find it so insulting and actually outrageous that they would even ask black nurses to pick blueberries for free. Madness, crazy. Yeah, that one, it is really, really crazy. How can you call black nurses to come and pick the blueberries in the farms? That one, it is crazy. Black farmers are doing just fine. Just keep yourself up by your bootstrap. Appeal to the base you are a part of. off and be a proud American. They did. Yeah, the Americans people, the white people, are the ones who brought all these problem. ICE is working against their own interests. They and their family have to eat too. Yeah, also ICE, whatever ICE it is doing, they really sit down and see what they are really doing, because these people, they are having families. You know, this why ICE, they are having families. They are having people who work in their farms. So whenever also them, they are coming out and deporting people, it will also affect them. And they usually say what goes around comes around. Nebraska farmers should carry themselves with decorum and respect the black nurse. Yeah, so majority of people, they want black nurse to be respected. Why would any nurse work at a farm? Do you know how much a registered nurse make it a profession? They make six-figure ridiculously. So this one is trying to remind the MAGA people how much black nurses they are really paying. And that's why I came out and tell you that these people, they thought black people, they don't have a better job. So right now they are seeing black people refusing to go and work in their farms. They are now coming out and realize that, oh, black people, they can't do a job like that. Patients are sick. We are doing all we can to care for your family members. They need to go talk with their representative. Your vote did this. Yeah, that one, it is a straight message from the MAGA. Proud boys should get down and dirty, picking up all the farm produce, not the overwhelmed nurses who income level put them higher up on the totem pole in the scheme of things. So this one now, it is to tell you that majority of black people, they are coming out and defend nurses because we have seen the Texas and Nebraska farmer, they want nurse to come and pick their blueberries, but this one, it is not a good thing. So kindly guys, you can share your comment, you can share your thought on the comment section, and I'll be reading it. And also remember to subscribe if you haven't, give a video a thumbs up. And also guys, this video, it was for educational purposes, and see you on my next one. Bye bye.